Hello, welcome to Grandma Hershey Cooks. I'm Grandma Hershey, spelled with a U and not an E. And hopefully today we will be making turkey chili because last week we had technical difficulties. I think where I placed the laptop couldn't get enough reception because it was like on top of the stove at my sister and niece house. Sister and niece. It's not like it's a sister niece. My sister and niece house, and it's also like it was enclosed within the area with the microwave and all of that stuff. So I'm thinking, my great mind, I'm thinking that it was too much steel around it. Okay, and kind of glitchy here. I hope it don't come out glitchy. So anywho, today is episode 84. I'm trying to get my cue cards, make sure I don't say nothing wrong. Grandma heard that. Episode 84, and we're making the mild version of turkey chili. Next month, we're going to make the spicy kind. Caliente, like Grandma Hershey. And so, I'm going to tell you the healthy highlights. All right. I didn't do a comparison of chilies. All right. So now I did make it to where if you put cheese on there, then it's going to be a little different in the healthy highlight than if you don't. So that's the only comparison I did. So without cheese, the calories is 241.8. With cheese is 296.8. The saturated fat without is 2.9 and with is 5.4 because cheese has saturated fat. Cholesterol 45.7, with cheese 58.2, sodium 206.7. I think I had changed that because I added a little more kosher salt when I got finished. So I think it went to 246 for sodium and 336 for sodium with the cheese. Okay. Sugar 4.9 with or without cheese. That's for you, you wonderful diabetics, and all of you taking care of your loveliness. Then the protein without 14.9, that's from that turkey, and 17.9 with cheese because it also has protein in it. The carbs 21.6 without, 22.6 with. So it's only one carb in the cheese that I chose. Make sure you choosing some good cheese with low carbs, low fat as possible, and low salt. Okay. Fiber is 6.8 either way because it's in the meat. So the net carbs, remember you subtract the fiber from the carbs. The net carbs without cheese is 14.8 per cup. And it's 15.8 with the cheese. Oh, so you can have your cheese with your chili if you want to. All right. And so, but what I did do was look up the benefits of eating turkey. All right. Now I've got five. What's what I do? 5 benefits that what I found out. Went online. Grandma heard you're gonna do some research. Okay, because I am not a nutrition, and so or a dietitian, but I will research something. Yes, I will. So I went to healthfully.com, and this is what Natalie Stein wrote on September 15th of 2011. Okay. Now she said, according to what she looked up, that you can use ground turkey for burgers, meatloaf, meatballs, tacos, and almost any other recipe that calls for ground beef. And I know that for a fact. Okay, I concur. Number 2, ground turkey is high in protein and a source of essential vitamins and minerals. When you choose lean ground turkey and use it in healthy recipes, it might improve the quality of your diet because you won't have all that fat. Okay. So, those of you, when the doctor said that you can't eat red meat anymore, you don't have to cry because you can eat ground turkey. Because, like I was telling somebody today, they have turkey sirloin patties. They have it's the thing that's rolled up kind of. I don't know why I can't think of it because they have it in pork. They also have it in turkey. You'll find it. Somebody knows what it is. Then they also have like turkey Italian sausage, turkey meatballs. They have turkey bacon, and it's hard to find, but you can also find some turkey sausage, like instead of pork sausage, you can have turkey sausage. So there are a lot of things you can use turkey meat in if you don't want to eat the pork, or if you can't eat the beef, or whichever, because beef hurts my stomach. So I'm going to have to stick to that turkey. All right. Then number 3, protein from ground turkey is high quality. Okay. Because one serving of ground turkey will give you a nice amount of protein for that day. Because you saw on the healthy highlights, the protein was 14.9 for 1 cup of this chili. Okay. Then, well, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this means it provides each of the essential amino acids you need to get from your diet. So it's very good for your diet. According to Harvard School of Public Health. Now, you know Harvard ain't going to tell you wrong on purpose. All right. Now, that's what Harvard said. All right. So, number 4. Fat-free ground turkey. It'll be dry, but it won't have no fat. Is a source of heme, Heme iron. Now, Grandma Hurst is just sounding smart right there because she don't know what kind of iron that is, but it says, which is the form of iron easiest for your body to absorb. Heme iron is the easiest for your body to absorb, and you will get that in ground turkey. That's what the little lady said. It is low in sodium, with only 51 milligrams in a 100-gram serving, which is usually 4 ounces. Okay. So ground turkey also has selenium that is essential for antioxidants, defense systems, and a good immune system. It also prevents thyroid problems. I did not know that, honey, baby. It prevents thyroid problems that can break down cancer at bay. So eating ground turkey or turkey, it does have some health benefits. Okay. Grandma Hershey, she ain't gonna steer you wrong on purpose. All right. She might accidentally do it, but it won't be on purpose. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you what's in this turkey chili. All right. So now you can also look on the contents of the YouTube thingy, and it has the whole recipe on there. So you can copy and paste it, or you can take a picture, but the recipe is there. And anytime that I post a recipe show that I'm going to do, you will find the recipe on there. So if you want to make it while I'm making it, you can, and let me know what happens. Grandma heard you love to talk about it. So anywho, what we have is 1 pound of the ground butterball turkey. Now, I don't get the ground turkey in them little tubes. I know they're cheaper, but it's better if you get the ones in the styrofoam thing. And the only 2 brands that sell it like that is a Butterball. Oh, crap. I don't want to say crap. My granddaughter told me years ago it's not nice to say, so I'm sorry, lo siento. Honeysuckle, there it is. Honeysuckle and Butterball, the only 2 I know in the styrofoam thing. Now, I like that because the texture is more like ground beef, so maybe I'm just tricking myself, but I don't like the ones in the tube. So if you want good quality food, then try to catch it on sale. Stock up when it's on sale, and you can have you some good ground turkey. And it also is different in taste and smell. So Grandma Hershey trying to tell you, if you want some good quality chili, get the styrofoam one. Okay, the one inside the styrofoam, not styrofoam chili turkey. Then you're also going to need 1 package of Mrs. Dash chili seasoning. Has no salt. Now, I did find 2 other brands that has no salt. They're not, to me, they're not as good as Mrs. Dash, but hey, if you can't find Mrs. Dash, look for one with no salt. And if you can't find one with no salt, then look for the one with the least amount of salt. Salt is sodium, just in case you don't know, as I'm sure most of you do. Okay. Then you're going to need 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 regular size can of black beans with no salt. All of this stuff says no salt because you don't need all that salt. Okay. And then there's 1 regular size can of diced tomatoes, no salt. Then you're going to use half of a small sweet onion. Unless you like crying, then you can get the regular onion. But the sweet onion have less of the enzyme that's in onions that make you cry. I'm not trying to cry. Okay. I cry enough in life, my lifetime. You try to be happy as possible. Okay. So you need half of a sweet onion, a small one. All right. Then you need some oil spray as needed. And I'll tell you why in a minute. You're going to need 2 teaspoons of onion powder. And on here on the recipe, I said 9 jumbo black olives, but you can get a can of the sliced olives. And if you got the small can, that's perfect. If it's a medium sized can, then use half that can. Okay. Tell them Grandma Hershey said it. Then you're going to need a teaspoon of Mrs. Dash onion and herbs, or whoever the no salt people have the onion and herbs, because I know Aldi sell it. It's not called Mrs. Dash, but it's by Aldi's. So they're not the only ones. Mrs. Dash is not the only one selling no salt seasoning. Okay. Then I don't mean to smack. I'm getting carried away. Girl, I heard you loved you. So then you want 1/4 cup of mild barbecue sauce. Now I use Zarda, Zarda, because it's low in sodium. So if you can find you a nice sweet tasting barbecue sauce that's low in sodium, go for it, baby. Because I want you to love your chili. Okay, so you want your favorite flavor, as long as it's low in sodium and salt or salt, same thing. And then the last thing you need is 1/4 cup of ketchup. Some bottles say ketchup. Either way, you need it. And I like to get the one that's half salt, half sodium, half regular. It's called half and half. And then sometimes I get the no salt if it's on sale. So, but whatever your favorite brand of ketchup is, then that's what you need 1/4 cup of. Now, this recipe makes 7 cups, and 1 cup is 1 serving. Okay, and this is a nice thick, hearty recipe. It's not thin and runny unless you like a lot of juice, then you can add a cup of water or something to it. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and make this because time is of the essence around here and we don't have all day. All right. So Grandma Hershey did go ahead and get stuff set up for you. So we have our 1 pound of ground turkey. See how crumbly it is? So because while I'm cooking it, then I'm steady chopping it up so it will come out crumble. So that way I don't have to wait till I get one big blob and crumble it up. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and stick that. And you may be wondering, what kind of pot is that she got? Well, while I was gone, somebody swapped out pots. I don't know who it is. I have an idea. Anywho, we won't say so on the air. But you know who you are. So we have a different kind of pot. It works. We're going to go for it. Okay. So we're going to put our ground turkey in there. And you don't have to have a particular order, except once you put the ground turkey in, because what I like to do when I put the ground turkey in, then I like to put my seasoning in there, being that I didn't cook the seasoning in there. And that way it's going to get all in this ground turkey. So I called off the seasoning earlier. It's all in here. We're going to stick that in there. Okay. And then we're going to stir it all up in there until all the meat is dark brown, because that's what color it turns to with this seasoning. I want to make sure all the seasoning get incorporated with all of the chili. So every bite you eat with all of the turkey, because every bite you eat, you ought to have some flavor. Grandma Hershey don't like bland food. Okay. Even if you don't have a lot of salt, and you don't have to, because that way you taste the other ingredients. See how it looks. Okay, so now, being that this is the order I got my stuff set up in, we're going to put these black beans in here. And if you don't like black beans, get your favorite beans, as long as it don't have no salt. Okay, so I love black beans. To me, they taste a little sweet. Now, in episode 47, when I did the chicken and black bean chili, you will find the benefits to the black beans. So add the 1 can of black beans, and you don't have to rinse the stuff off if you don't rinse it if you don't want to. So, and because you want a little bit of juice from something. Then we have the can of the diced tomatoes. Now, 1 can I use, and you can even use the no salt rotel if you have it already. So either one will work. But I got this diced tomatoes. We're gonna find this one's a little chunky tomatoes. I had one brand that was nice and diced up the way I really like it. But hey, we're gonna work with what we got, okay? And it's gonna come out good, I tell you that. Then we're going to put our black olives. See, you can get the ones that's already sliced if you want. I don't know why it looks a little glitchy. I hope it don't come out glitchy. And I also, the reason why you need the oil spray, because before you make the meat, You know, you get your bloopers here. You should cut up your onion and then saute it in the spray. And then once that's done, put that to the side and then you cook the meat. Okay, so it'll say so on the instruction. Grandma Hershey not looking at the instruction. Okay, so anyway, I got the onions and the black olives in here together. You see how I did the onions? This time I slivered them. You can chop them, sliver, slice, whichever way you like your onions, boo. I just want you to like it, okay? Then we're going to, last but not least, put our barbecue sauce and our ketchup in here. I'm going to throw that in here. And then we are going to stir the whole shebang up together. Make sure everything gets incorporated into everything. All right. Make sure my pot not gonna touch my items. Oh, stir this up. I'm gonna show you in a minute how nice and hearty and thick this chili is going to be, because it's not gonna have all that. No, I didn't put no water in it. But if you, like I said, if you want it to be thin, then add you some water. I would say no more than a cup and a half and let it boil down. So, because you want these seasonings to get incorporated into this chili. And see how this is, how nice and thick it is, because a lot of people like nice hearty chili. See, that's how it's going to be. So then what you're going to do is, once you get all this incorporated, you're going to turn the stove on, which I have it on low right now. I should have probably moved that some, because you want to bring it to a little slow boil. Once it comes to a slow boil, then you're going to put a lid on it and let it simmer for 10 minutes. Stir it up. 15 minutes. Stir it up and let it simmer for 10 more minutes. And when it's done, you're going to have you some nice chili. I guarantee it. Okay. Well, there's the lid. All right. So now, being that we don't have time to cook the whole thing from beginning to end, Grandma Hershey, her little kitchen elves, they haven't been around a lot lately. We got to bring them out more. But her little kitchen elves decided to make some chili yesterday. That's how you got that picture. The lid don't want to come off. I was trying to keep it warm. Woo, there you go. Mercy. That's never happened before. Okay. There's this thing trying to keep the chili to itself. See that chili? Then, now, did I mention the cheese? Oh, yeah. So usually for the mild chili, I'll get a bag of the shredded cheese by Borden. Or you can get it's called triple cheddar, what I used to use, but you get whatever your favorite is. Now, if you want it spicy like Grandma Hershey like it, I did mix some of that Carolina Reaper in here with that cheese. Okay, see, can you hear this bubbling? Okay, so now we're going to turn this down to low so it will simmer for 15 minutes. And we're going to take I'm going to take my phone, because if I do it on the stove, I may not hear it. And I'm going to set this alarm for 15 minutes. And then 15 minutes, I'll come back and stir it and then set it for another 10. Okay. So now in the meantime, we're going to take a little bit of this cheese, and you can use 2 tablespoons. I don't have a whole cup in here. I've got about half a cup in here. And then, since I still like mine, I got me a few jalapenos. So that's how Grandma Hershey gonna do her chili. Now, if I had the microwave closer over, then I would heat this up again for like 30 seconds. But coming straight out the pot, it's already heated. Don't that look pretty? Straight out the pot, it's heated so it'll melt the cheese. But since we don't have time for all of that, Grandma Hershey gonna go ahead and stir this up. And she gonna make sure it's not poison. All right, she gonna let you know in just 1 minute. 1 second. We don't have no whole minute. So let's see here what we got. Even at room temperature, it is delicious. Even at room temperature. So now we got to take one for the team. Okay. All right, here we go. Add cheese and then jalapeno. But if you don't like hot, you'll like it without that. And see, when we do the spicy one, You're going to see what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you what I'm working with. So now, put that to the side. And we are going to talk about the shout outs. We're going to do the shout out. No, first, what we're going to do is hit that thumbs up button. That's the first thing we're going to do. Hit it right now. There you go. Then, if you have not subscribed already, click subscribe right now. And do you see that black bell at the top? Click that too. Every time Grandma Hershey come on, you will get a notice that Grandma Hershey is about to come on. Okay? And then, in about a minute, when we're done, you're going to share this show with everybody you know. You're going to share it with your friends. You're going to share it with your neighbors. You're going to share it with your family. And you're going to share it with your enemies because everybody got to eat. We got to feed the world. Okay? So now, the shout outs. And we got a lot. So what I tried to tell you last week when I thought I was being recorded, I said, my list is getting long. After a while, I'm going to have to make a rap to it like Shirley Caesar did with her Thanksgiving. Grandma Hershey going to come up with a rap for you with these names. Okay. So I want to shout out to Linda and Greg Peters, longtime friends of mine. Love them, love them, love them. My beautiful niece in Colorado, where I'm going to be in a couple of weeks. Okay. And Andreas, my great nephew, who says, I look fabulous. Thank you, baby. Then to Magic Carpet 7. I don't know what your real name is, but that's your code name. I thank you for subscribing, okay? And tell all your friends, all right? And you can let me know who you are. Grandma Hershey won't mind knowing. Then to my friend Terry, to my friend Hillary. And just by the way, ladies and gents, all you females are beautiful and all you males are handsome. Just want to let you know that right now. Okay. So there's Donna and Kay and Regina and Tom and his wife all the way in Kentucky. Hello. Then there's Diana and Fitzy the cat. Remember that show that just come on a long time? Well, all of y'all don't remember. All y'all not as old as me. But remember Felix the cat? The wonderful, wonderful cat. Well, we got Fitzy the cat, and he's also a wonderful cat. How about that? Then to Tyrone and Tim, they were there last week and they tasted the chili and they said it was delicious. So thank you for trying it. And I'm glad you're still living. It wasn't poison. Then to Merle, all the way on the East Coast, to my best friend Phyllis, who I didn't get to see this time, to my niece Erica, she didn't get the chance to showcase because that's who was supposed to be in the guest, but she had to work that day, so it worked out. She had to work and the show didn't want to go on that day. Then to my beautiful sister who lives at the house with my niece Erica, who is her daughter. And then there's Reggie, Chris and his wife. Thank you for signing up, Chris. I tell your wife I said hello. And then to my hairstylist, did my hair, I'm gonna turn around, let you see it. Yes, my hairstylist, DeAndrea, and her main squeeze, Jeffrey. I got a chance to meet Jeffrey. He said they watch the show all the time. Thank you, too. And if you live in Illinois, like the East St. Louis area or St. Louis, Collinsville, all them places, then she is available to do your hair. And you can set up an appointment by calling her at 1-314-778 8311. Her name is DeAndrea, and they call her Miss D or Lady D. Somebody's D. She's beautiful, and I met her cheering. They're so sweet. Anywho, that's all for the shout out. So remember, I asked the question about the difference between the brown egg and the white egg. Okay, so only one person responded. All right. Now, my beautiful niece in Colorado said that the eggshell color that comes the white, we see it as white, but before it gets dyed, it is a bluish green color. And I know that for a fact because I have a friend who have chickens that lays eggs. And so I have seen that in there. So she said, so all those white eggs are dyed so that they won't look weird to people. Okay. Now, but the difference that I was looking for is that the yolk in the brown eggs are usually more dark yellow than the yolk in the white eggs. Hey, maybe because of the dyeing. Huh, I don't know. Anywho, that was the answer. All right. So next week, we're going to do sweet potato brownies. These brownies are so delicious. They are so moist. They look just like regular brownies, but they're made with sweet potatoes. And you are going to love them. And they're going to be low carb and low sugar. And we're going to use that new flour that we did with the brownie bites. They were so delicious. So anywho, we had one birthday, which was yesterday, and that's my middle brother, Brian. So I want to sing happy birthday to my brother. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brian. Happy birthday to you. And many more. When he was born, that's when I learned how to change diapers. Now, we didn't have Pampers. We had real diapers that you had to dump, wash, and hang up to dry. Use the safety pin for, and put some kind of plastic panties, drawers, whatever you want to call them, on it to try to keep the pee in. Anywho, I was 7 years old when I learned how to do diapers and make the old-fashioned formula. That's what happened when my brother Brad was born. All righty now. So that's all for today. I will see you wonderful people next Tuesday. And we are going to be making those sweet potato brownies. I can hardly wait. I'm glad it has cooled off for me to use the oven and the stove. Mwah. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. I love you. Don't forget to leave comments when you look. And don't forget to come back. See you later. And let me know if you got a birthday coming. All right, so I can sing to you too. And now we're going to go ahead and sign off. Let's get this mouse going. Oh, it's working this time. Bye.